friends. It's great to be in your space again today. Thank you for having us. I hope you had a wonderful week. Today, we're going to be talking about one of those topics that can really touch the hearts of young adults or teenagers. And before I tell you about it, I'd like to ask you a question. Do you have a nickname? Do you remember who gave it to you and why? Now, more importantly, does your nickname make you feel better or worse about yourself? While you're thinking about that, I want to paint a scenario and ask you to make a choice of which of these describes you. So you're invited for a get-together and you walk into a room full of people, all unfamiliar faces. What do? Number one, do you bolt? Like, find your way back and out and you don't even try to go back there? Number two, do you come into the room but get into a corner and practically disappear into the corner? Like you don't talk to people, even when they come over to say hi, you just shrug them off? Do you get in a bit taken aback, but you find somewhere to sit, and then as people talk to you, or you find some kind of conversation to engage in? Or do you come in, say hi to everyone that turns your way, make friends quickly with the DJ and hit the dance floor, becoming the life of the party? Which one describes you? So I guess you'll be asking me which one describes me. I'd say I'm number three. I'd get in somewhere, I'd feel a little bit reluctant at first, but I would warm up. I would want to talk to people. And while we're talking about all of that, there is a particular question that goes on where people ask, are people born shy or do they learn this? So today we're going to be talking about overcoming low self-esteem or extreme shyness. The answer to that question would be that yes, people are shaped by different things. Some people are naturally introverts, but others, maybe they've been teased or bullied for a while in their lives, and so they tend to go into their shell. But whichever way it is, we should actually know that that is not very good for us. Amazingly though, 40 to 60% of young adults actually suffer from, shyness, and to a very large extent. And that's something we have to deal with. Although in some cultures, they tend to say, oh, it's a way of being respectful and polite, but I can bet that doesn't work for a whole lot of cultures. So today we'll be looking at reasons why we should not be timid or have low self-esteem, and also ways that we can come out of it if we're already exhibiting such traits. So some of the reasons will be that, do you know that being extremely shy or having low self-esteem can rob you of opportunities to learn new things, learn new skills, have new opportunities, and meet people? I mean, it could make your relationships quite negative. You don't need that at all. Another issue with low self-esteem is that it can actually lead to health issues. Yes, anxiety, depression, even get into bad habits such as alcohol abuse, smoking, drug abuse, just to get away from people and comfort yourself in some way. So these are things that are dangerous to you and you do not need to get involved in them. Some of us might be living in denial or may not really know that we're actually suffering from low self-esteem. So let's look at some telltale signs. You won't believe it, but people who have low self-esteem or are extremely shy or timid are actually quite sensitive to criticism. They're extremely sensitive to criticism. They don't want to hear you out or get your suggestions. They feel that you're taking a hit at them and you're trying to tell them how terrible they are. That's a sign that someone has self-esteem issues. Another one is that they exhibit what we call social withdrawal. They are always not there. In a room, they get into a corner. In a group of people, they practically disappear. I understand that you could be an introvert. You may not want to talk all the time, but you cannot disappear from society or from people. We strive, we thrive with relationships. So you have to find a way to relate to people. So if you find yourself constantly withdrawing from people everywhere, then that is a sign that low self-esteem is the issue. Another sign is that they can be very hostile. Yes, they lash out at people. They're trying to do that as a defense mechanism, so that while I lash out at you, hopefully you won't have anything to say to me. That's not nice either, and it won't help you progress in life. So what we're going to look at, two examples from the Bible of people who were bold, who were confident, and others who had self-esteem issues. So I like these guys, Joshua and Caleb. In Numbers 13:30, there were 12 spies. You know the story. They went out to a land to spy the land, came back, said the land was good. But guess what? 10 of them said, oh my goodness, we're grasshoppers in the eyes of those people. And I keep asking myself, did they have like an interview session or something? How did they know that the people thought they were grasshoppers? Anyway, that's what they thought, and they stuck with it. However, Joshua and Caleb said, no way, we are well able to take this land. You know, if God says we can do it, then we can do it. Let's go for it. Amazing, guys. Two people I'd like to give the examples in the Bible. One of them was Gideon. He's found in Judges 6:11-15. The Midianites had been oppressing Israel, and so they used to hide away to try and harvest their goods or do things. If not, they would just bully them out of everything they owned. And Gideon was actually hiding out, to threshing some wheat, and the angel of the Lord came and called him a mighty warrior. I'm sure he was looking around like, you talking to me? Yes, God was talking to him because he knew that he could do it. Even when God called him, he said, you know what, God, I'm the youngest in the smallest tribe of the smallest people, and was like, man, you can do it. And Gideon finally came out of it and became a mighty warrior, led the Israelites to victory against the Midianites. Another person, I know you're familiar with him, is Moses. We can find his story in Exodus 4:10-13. He told God, oh, I'm not eloquent, I stammer, I can't do that. God was like, hey, no excuses. And that's the question today. What's your excuse? You're saying, what? You're not big enough, you're not old enough, you're not fair enough, you're not dark enough, you're not tall enough. What is your excuse? Guess what? You don't have any, because God doesn't have any excuses for you. He believes that you are bold and you're great, because in Proverbs 28:1b, he says the righteous are as bold as a lion. So if you're having issues with self-esteem, let's look at a few things that you can do. You can actually work towards it, just like Moses and Gideon did, and become an amazing person. So we'll look at two Bible texts, 2 Timothy 1:7, for God has not given us a spirit of timidity, but of power and of love and a sound mind. Also Romans 8:15, for you did not receive the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you received the spirit of adoption, by whom we cry out, Abba, Father. One of the things you can do, keep on going. Look, don't let fear of rejection or failure hold you back. If at first you don't succeed, my dear, pick yourself up and try it again. Nobody got there the first time. Everybody kept trying until they got to the best version of themselves. Another thing you can do is push yourself. Come out of your comfort zone. Don't only do things that, I don't want to be with people. No, come out, try something new, give it your best shot. You'll find out that you're actually capable of much more than you thought you were. Another thing to do, and I really love this one, nurture your talents. Everyone has a talent, whether it's cooking, running, swimming, drawing, whatever. I'm sure you heard of Hilda Batten and what she did. Well, we may not have a cookathon, but you could help your mom bake cookies. You could make something for the younger ones. You could draw. You could sing. You could write. You could do something, volunteer. That way, you begin to nurture your talents, get better at things, and you just be amazed how confident you become. Another thing to do is to talk to and relate with level-headed people. You can't bottle everything up in there, okay? And not everyone is a bad person. You look at a safe space and mature people, talk to them. They could help you with your experiences or give you some advice about what you need to do. Another thing to do to work on your confidence is something I say, talk to yourself. Sometimes people laugh at it, but I've heard that it works. stand in front of a mirror and say positive things to yourself. Encourage yourself. Get a speech or something and read it, either to the mirror or to your mom or your friends or something. Volunteer in church, in your community, in your estate. Do something. Go out of your comfort zone and you find out that you're building your confidence steadily. Okay? So the final one is challenge your negative thoughts and adjust your mindset. Focus. Ask yourself, is this thing logical? All right. Is it a fact? And have I compared it against God's word? Once you have those in place, go ahead. Don't listen to what people have to say on negative things. No, throw those out and make sure you're thinking positive thoughts always. A quick review question. People said, oh, I don't want to be lonely, but I have friends or classmates that talk down on me and all. Do you really think they're friends? I think you need to change that. I don't think so. No one should make you feel bad about yourself. If they do, please dump them. Focus on something else. Do some talent work. Do something. Involve yourself in something else and just keep them out of your way. You find out that they will be the ones admiring you and trying to get back into your life. All right. So in conclusion, when you allow people to put you down, you are not honoring God. God places you on such a high pedestal, so much so that he sent his son to die for you. If you were the only human on earth, he would still come to die for you. So please, please, and please, you have no reason to exhibit low self-esteem or timidity. Be strong, be bold, and find value in God. Our home play for this week is very interesting. Write 5 things you've been struggling with or you need improvement with. Put them down and work on them. You can actually send us comments as you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Put your comments in there or through the Telegram channels. Come on, reach out to us. Tell us how you're doing and how any of these things have worked for you. I really hope you have a great and confident week ahead. Bye and God bless you.